The Israelites were free from Egypt, but life in the wilderness wasn't easy. As days turned into weeks, their supplies ran out, and hunger took over. The people grumbled against Moses and Aaron, saying, "Why did you bring us here? We had plenty to eat in Egypt. Are we going to starve in the desert?" But God had a plan. He told Moses, "I will rain down bread from heaven for you. Each day, the people are to gather enough for that day. In this way, I will test their trust in me." The next morning, the Israelites woke to an amazing sight. The ground was covered with something fine and flaky, like frost. They asked each other, "What is it?" Which in Hebrew is manna. Moses explained, "It is the bread the Lord has given you to eat. Gather as much as you need for today, but don't keep any until morning." Some followed the instructions, but others tried to save extra manna for the next day. By morning, it had spoiled, full of maggots and a terrible smell. God wanted them to trust Him for their daily provision. In the evening, God sent quail, birds that filled the camp, so the people could have meat. Every day, for 40 years, God provided manna in the morning and quail at night, enough to sustain the Israelites throughout their journey. God also gave specific instructions for the Sabbath. On the 6th day, they were to gather twice as much, and this time, the manna would stay fresh for the next day. On the Sabbath, no manna would fall, teaching the Israelites to rest and depend on God's care. Through manna and quail, God showed His people that He was their provider. Even in the harshest wilderness, He met their needs. This story is a reminder that God's provision is faithful and enough for each day, calling us to trust Him fully.